Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a coin that nearly every American has seen, the 1969 Roosevelt dime. At first glance, it's just 10 cents, but could yours be hiding a secret fortune? Stick around because we're breaking down the real value of the 1969 dime, including rare errors and key varieties that could make yours worth hundreds or even thousands. Before we talk value, let's get some background. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt after his death. By 1969, these dimes were being minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D., and San Francisco, S. Most were made from copper nickel clad, but there's a silver-proof version that's much rarer. Alright, let's get to the big question. What's your 1969 dime worth? If you have a regular circulated dime from Philadelphia or Denver, it's probably worth face value, 10 cents. But in uncirculated condition, it can bring $1 to $5, depending on its grade. Now, San Francisco S dimes were only made as proof coins for collectors. A standard 1969 S proof dime is worth $1 to $3, but if it's a deep cameo proof with ultra-sharp details, it can fetch $10 to $30. Here's where things get really interesting. Some 1969 dimes have rare errors that can turn this common coin into a hidden treasure. This is the holy grail of 1969 dimes. A double die error means the coin was struck with a misaligned die, creating a visible doubling on Roosevelt's profile or the lettering. These can sell for $100 to over $1,000 depending on the severity. If your dime is misaligned or partially blank due to an off-center strike, it could be worth $20 to $200 plus, depending on how dramatic the error is. See a small crescent-shaped cutout on the edge? That's a clipped planchet error, and collectors love these. Value: $10 to $50 plus. Want to check if your dime is rare? Here's what to look for. Check the mint mark ***. No mark equals Philadelphia, D equals Denver, S equals San Francisco. Look for doubling *** on the words Liberty or the date. Inspect for errors *** like off-center strikes or clipped edges. Grade the condition ***. Uncirculated coins with full luster are worth more. Did you know the Roosevelt dime has been in circulation for over 75 years? But the 1969 edition holds some fascinating secrets, from its historical roots to rare errors worth big money. Today, we're diving deep into the history, design, and hidden value of this classic coin. Stick around, because you might just have a treasure in your pocket change. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, just months after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. But why was FDR chosen for the dime? Well, it was a tribute to his fight against polio. He founded the March of Dimes charity, which funded polio research. The public loved him, so replacing the Mercury dime with his portrait was a no-brainer. Designed by John R. Sinek, the dime features FDR's left-facing profile with the word Liberty above and the year below. The reverse shows a torch, symbolizing freedom, an olive branch, peace, and an oak branch, strength. Simple, but powerful. Now, let's zoom in on 1969, the year of the Apollo 11 moon landing, Woodstock, and a whole lot of dimes. By this time, the U.S. Mint was producing hundreds of millions of Roosevelt dimes across three mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, San Francisco, S. Proof coins only ***, but here's the kicker. 1969 was also the last year before the U.S. switched to copper nickel-clad coins in 1970. That means some 1969 S-proof dimes were still struck in 40% silver for collectors. Now, let's talk about the real moneymakers, the rare errors and varieties that make some 1969 dimes worth hundreds or even thousands. What to look for: * noticeable doubling on FDR's hair, eyebrow, or lettering. Value *** $500 to $5,000 plus, depending on grade and visibility. What to look for: *** frosty design with a mirror-like background. Value *** $10 to $100 plus, especially in PR 69 or PR 70 condition. Want to hunt for one yourself? Here's how. Check your spare change ***. Most 1969 dimes are common, but errors slip through. Look for the S mint mark ***. San Francisco proofs are more valuable. Inspect for doubling or misprints ***. Use a 10x loop for details. Grade condition ***. Uncirculated and proof coins sell for the most. 1965 Roosevelt dime asterisk asterisk. You might think it's just pocket change, but what if I told you that some of these dimes could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars? Stick around, because we're breaking down everything you need to know, from key errors to mint marks, and how to spot a rare 1965 dime in your collection. First, let's talk about why the 1965 dime is so interesting. Before 1965, U.S. dimes were made of 90% silver. But due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel clad composition in 1965. That means most 1965 dimes are just worth face value, 10 cents. But here's the catch. A few 1965 dimes were accidentally struck on leftover silver planchets, and these silver errors are incredibly rare and valuable. Alright, let's get to the big question. What's your 1965 dime worth? Here's the breakdown. 1965 silver error dime asterisk. These were accidentally struck on 90% silver planchets, meant for 1964 dimes. Weight test. Silver dime equals 2.5 grams, clad dime equals 2.27 grams to value. $100 to $5,000 plus depending on condition. Now, how do you know if you've struck gold, or in this case, silver? Here's what to look for. Check the edge asterisk asterisk. A silver dime will have a solid silver color on the edge, while clad dimes show a copper stripe. Weigh it asterisk asterisk. Use a precision scale. 2.5 g equals silver, 2.27 g equals clad. Look for errors asterisk asterisk, off-center strikes, double dies, or missing mint marks. Still not convinced? Check this out. A 1965 silver dime graded MS 65 sold $4,300 in a 2022 auction. Another one in MS 63 condition fetched $1,800. That's a 36,000x return on a 10-cent coin. If you find a 1965 silver dime, should you sell now or hold? Here's my take. If it's graded high, MS 65 plus, prices are strong right now. If it's ungraded, consider getting it certified by PCGS or NGC to maximize value. Regular clad dimes? Keep searching. You never know what's in your spare change. President Franklin D. Roosevelt, FDR, died on April 12, 1945, after leading the U.S. through the Great Depression and World War II. He was a strong supporter of the March of Dimes, a polio research charity, so the dime was chosen to honor him. The U.S. Mint quickly approved the new design, replacing the Mercury dime, 1916 to 1945. The chief engraver, John R. Sinnock, was chosen to design the coin. His design featured obverse, front, a left-facing portrait of FDR with the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year. Reverse, back, a torch, symbolizing freedom, an olive branch, peace, and an oak branch, strength, along with United States of America, E Pluribus Unum, and one dime. From 1946 to 1964, Roosevelt dimes were made of 90% silver and 10% copper. By the early 1960s, silver prices surged, leading to coin hoarding. People melted coins for profit. In 1965, President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Coinage Act, removing silver from dimes and quarters. New composition, 1965, present. Outer layers asterisk 75% copper, 25% nickel. Inner core asterisk pure copper. A few 1965 dimes were accidentally struck on leftover 90% silver planchets, meant for 1964 coins. These ultra-rare errors can be worth $1,000 to $5,000 plus today. A special collector's edition for the 50th anniversary. Part of the Lincoln and Roosevelt Bicentennial Series. Low mintage years asterisk due to COVID-19, now worth $5 plus in uncirculated condition. Longest running U.S. dime design asterisk since 1946. Last U.S. circulating silver coin asterisk 1964 was the final year. Still widely collected asterisk especially for errors and silver varieties. 1992. Now I can already hear you saying, Alex, I have a jar full of these. They can't be worth anything. And for most of them, you'd be right. But for a tiny fraction of these dimes, you could be looking at a coin worth not cents, not dollars, but thousands of dollars. So, before you roll those dimes or spend them on a cup of coffee, stick around. We're breaking down everything you need to know about the 1992 Roosevelt dime, its history, the key varieties, the massive errors, and how to tell if you've hit the jackpot. First, let's establish the baseline. The Roosevelt dime was first minted in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who led the nation through the Great Depression and most of World War II. The obverse, or head side, features his profile. The reverse, designed by John R. Sinnock, has a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. In 1992, the U.S. Mint produced over 1.6 billion dimes across 3 mints: Philadelphia ***, no mint mark, over 593 million struck Denver ***, D mint mark, over 495 million struck San Francisco ***, S mint mark, just over 1.3 million struck the vast majority of these dimes, especially from Philly and Denver, are still just worth 10 cents. They were made for circulation. But that S mint mark? That's our first clue something special might be up. The San Francisco Mint in 1992 wasn't primarily making coins for your pocket. They were making proof coins for collectors. This is it, folks. The big one. The reason you need to check every single 1992 dime you find. In 1992, a handful of proof dimes were struck at the San Francisco Mint on 90% silver planchets. That's the blank disc of metal, but they were missing one crucial thing: the S mint mark, cut to a side-by-side comparison. On the left, a normal 1992 S-proof dime with a clear S. On the right, a photo of a 1992 no S dime, with an arrow pointing to the empty space where the S should be. This was a colossal mint error. A few planchets meant for the 90% silver proof sets somehow found their way into the dies that were supposed to be stamping the copper-nickel-clad circulation coins. Those dies had no mint mark. The result? A stunning, mirror finish, 90% silver dime. With no mint mar. How rare are we talking? Experts believe only a few are known to exist, perhaps less than a dozen. And because of that extreme rarity and the high demand from error coin collectors, the values are astronomical and lower grades. We're talking $1,500 to $2,500. But if you find one in perfect, gem-proof condition, hold on to your hat. One sold at a major auction a few years back for over $8,000. And more recently, a pristine example graded by PCGS sold for a mind-blowing $13,200. How can you tell? First, it has to look like a proof coin, mirror-like fields and frosted devices. Second, it must be missing the S mint mark. And third, the easiest test, the weight. A regular copper-nickel-clad dime weighs 2.27 grams. A 90% silver dime, like this error, weighs 2.50 grams. You need a precise scale for this. Now, let's talk about the 1992 dimes that are supposed to have the S mint mark. The San Francisco Mint produced 2 types of proof sets that year: the standard proof set ***, made from the same copper-nickel-clad composition as circulation coins. The silver proof set ***, made from 90% silver. This was a special offering, and it's what collectors really want. A standard 1992 S-clad proof dime is still only worth about $1 to $2. It's a nice collectible, but not a fortune. However, the 1992 S silver proof dime is a different story. In its original sealed set, it's worth around $15 to $25. If you have a lone one, maybe $5 to $10. It's a beautiful coin and a great piece for any collection, but it's not the life-changing find that no S is. Beyond the king of errors, there are other things that can add a premium to your 1992 dime. Keep your eyes peeled for these. Look for blobs of metal raised on the surface. These are caused by cracks in the dies. A small crack might add $5 to $10. A large, dramatic cud can be worth $50 or more. Off-center strikes ***, the coin wasn't seated properly in the press, so part of the design is missing. The value depends on how off-center it is. A 5% off-center might be $10, but a 50% off-center could be $100 plus. Repunched mint marks, RPMs, and doubled dies ***. This is for the eagle-eyed. Under magnification, you might see a slight doubling of the mint mark or the design elements. These are much more valuable to variety collectors. Check places like Kanika online or get a copy of the Cherry Picker's Guide to see exactly what to look for. Okay, the theory is great, but let's get practical. Here's your action plan. Get a magnifier ***. A simple 5x or 10x jeweler's loop is perfect. You can't see these details with the naked eye. Check the mint mark ***. For every 1992 dime, look above the date on the obverse. Is there an S? If there's no mint mark at all, you need to investigate further. Assess the finish ***. Does it look super shiny and mirror-like? Does it feel different? If it has no mint mark and looks proof-like, it's a major red flag. Weigh it ***. This is the ultimate test. If you have a dime with no mint mark that weighs 2.50 grams, stop. Do not clean it. Do not touch the surfaces more than you have to. You likely have a monumental find. Get it graded ***. For any potential no S dime or a major error, your next step is to send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will authenticate, grade, and encapsulate it, which is essential for selling it for top dollar. For the regular Philadelphia and Denver dimes in circulated condition, enjoy your 10 cents. But now you know the incredible exception to the rule. So, there you have it. The humble 1992 dime, a prime example of how modern numismatics is alive and well. It's a reminder that a mistake in a factory over 30 years ago can create an object of immense desire and value today. I want to hear from you. Have you ever found a rare error coin in your change? What's the oldest dime you've ever found? Let me know in the comments below.